Hey everybody, it's me, your boy RJ, and today we're replacing this radio with a newer radio in
There we
here.
go.
It's got a knobby, and it's a power, and
a lot of
ground,
wires.
and then it has speaker and speaker, okay? This was wired into 3 speakers, and they had it. This speaker was wired in the right and left side, so the power went on one side and they went the other. All weird. So we're cutting everything out, and then these wires are old and frail, so what we're going to do is we're going to take this wire here, and we're going to strip it, and we're going to tie it to this, and we're going to pull it through. Okay? So that we can connect them on the other side. I probably just tied it and pulled it through, but we'll do it here in a second. We'll see. We're just going to tie these up, and then we're going to pull it through the dash so we can have better speaker over to that side. It's better wiring.
Do you not need to cut the rubber off the red wire?
That's what we're going to do here. No, we're going to tie them like a knot around each other and just pull it through. We don't need this wire anymore. You'll see. Okay?
Oh, you're just doing that to guide it through?
We're tying it in a knot. You'll see.
Yeah, I know what you're doing. You're doing that so you can guide it through easier.
Yes, guide it through easier, right? To wherever that wire went. So we're going to do that real quick. We're going to tie it up and pull it through, and we'll keep you updated, show you the bracket. One thing you're going to need is the Metro 99.
It comes with
5700.
It comes with this.
Ones.
And
This is the one you're going to need.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll be back in a few minutes. So we rewired, and we got speaker wire here, and we actually got new loom. This stuff is too thick. We found a thinner one. We're going to put on that'll fit through these holes. And we got some rubber grommets to cover these, which we're going to do so that the wire doesn't get cut from being in the door repeatedly shut.
We switched out the left wire.
We got that out, so we got all this stuff all the way to the speaker now. All right, we'll be back in a little bit. When you feed through here, luckily if you still have the cardboard, which we're replacing this with plastic when we're done, you can just kind of feed through and get around. Find the old wire, reach it, and you're going to have to take off the floor panel. It's got
You'll want a flathead
one
screwdriver.
screw. That's a Phillips.
And then pop it off.
No, well, it depends. And then we had to take a Phillips out of here, and then you popped it up with the flathead and flipped it out and pulled it out, and it goes out. And then you're going to feed your speaker wire through from the opening in the wall there, and then you're going to just connect the two that you got. So, wire snip. If you guys watched the one where I put the door, if you're like, well, what about the part 4? I made a video on putting these speakers in the door, and I gave myself extra wiring in case we need to do this. It would have been nice to go one piece of wire straight through, but it is nice to have a cut that if we go to put amps in or whatever, it's already got a break in the wire to get to. So, there you go. My headlamp was shining on the glove box instead of where I need it.
Yeah.
We're just using wire nuts and a little electric tape over it. But if you want, you can use butt connectors and some heat shrink, which we will probably do to finish it later. But we're still going to add things in as we figure it all out. So, let's wrap it up so it doesn't, cap doesn't pop right off. That was a crappy tape job. But just doing it a little enough that we can get into it easy again.
Just like my hockey stick. Bad tape job.
Just hold it on there, it doesn't fall off. And you got that in. We're just going to put it back in this opening. And then what we're going to do is pull out this old wiring through everything. Okay? Because it's just so old, and it's like a 18 gauge instead of a 16 gauge. Like I said, if you can go 14 gauge, you get a little better sound. If you go to higher power, 16 is plenty, but 14 is nice. Okay, so what we're gonna do here is leave that, like I said, down in here.
Close it up.
I'm gonna slightly pull this back so I don't have so much. Is that this piece? Okay.
Yeah, I can pull it.
Then we're just gonna leave it there. Okay, there we go.
There you go, I pulled it. I made it straight.
Okay, and we're gonna shove this to the back of the wall behind the
Cardboard.
glove box. Okay, just like the other one was. Put that plastic one in. Okay, and there you go. Get it through. You don't get too pinched up.
There we go.
And with this, and we close that guy back up, and then we put this back on whenever we're ready here. So now we have both those speakers set up. This wiring is for this guy, so we're going to give ourselves a little slack out, and we can cut it off if we need to. Okay, there we go. Right? Look good?
Just about the same, yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
These are the wires to the back speakers that we showed you the other day. I'm going to put those in. We got one power wire here. So I don't know how this is going to work with a newer radio, if it's going to have illumination or not. We might have to run a second
Wire to the power.
wire for illumination to it.
But that speaker did have illumination.
Just did in the power. Other
Newer
radios have like separate. So I'm going to look at the wiring diagram and figure it out if we can do it. Or run another wire for it. And then, like I said, we may piggyback these off one of the channels with it. Since it does have a fifth, it'll just weaken it. We'll splice it in if we do that. We may not.
We may just, in the future, get an amp for it.
Yeah, we get an amp and have that separate new speaker. Because look, it's an old speaker in there. Look,
Yeah.
Look. It's 5x7, I believe. And it's all soldered in, and there it is. Okay, so we will be back in a little bit as we get to the next steps. Here's the existing power cord that was here. We are going to replace it with this one, but we're going to take it, so it's going to be short, thin wire still for a little bit to keep this inline fuse. I might get another inline fuse. We're also going to get some wire fuse taps that we're going to do better to tap right into those fuses, but right now we're just going to wrap them around the fuse bottom, which is how it is. But we're going to shorten it quite a bit, all right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to cut this here. We're going to take this wire here, and we're going to wrap it around the fuse. This is for the power with the ignition, okay? Which is the radio. And then we're going to run a constant after we do this
To the
the
lighter.
courtesy lamps, or the lighter, cigarette lighter slash
Phone charger.
horn. But we'll probably do it to the courtesy lamps here. That'll affect the lights. We're gonna go to the horn cigarette lighter. It's 20. It's more than I wanted, but
It works.
it'll work, and we'll see. And we'll see what maybe we'll go to the courtesy lamp, see if it affects it. But what we're gonna do here is just like we had it before with this wire here, which is now caught. We wrapped it around. I'll show you. It works. These are the good ones because your radio should be a non-constant. It should go
Off whenever.
on and off when you turn the radio on and off. Okay. So what you do to rig it up at first, it's not the best way, but it works. You wrap the wire like twice around the teeth. Okay. And you should have your battery disconnected right now. Okay. We do. Okay. Okay. And then you plug it back in, which is this one right here where it just was. You can see we're out of the way.
All of them are number 15.
Okay. Then we're going to strip this wire down here so we don't have 17 feet of length. Again, this wire's a little smaller, so I'm going to look for a better one.
What gauge is it? 18?
It feels like an 18. It's thin. So we can have the better power wire later.
But for
Forget it. Just for the inline fuse. We ran a 16 gauge power wire. It's a little better. But this guy, fuse is not. It just gives you a little backup that you have another inline fuse for your radio beforehand, but we're going to find a 16 gauge inline fuse to put in. Okay. See the wire 16, it's a lot thicker, and we're going to use the wire nut again and tape it up until later till we get the final parts. Okay. All right, let's stop that and grab again. We'll tape it up just to make sure it stays connected. It's a power cord, so it's important that that cap doesn't come off under there. It will start sparking.
We've had that before.
Under there. And then
Well, you just hear me so mad.
we're going to run the other power cord in a second. All right. So we got all these wires set up. I'm going to figure out what I'm going to do with this extra fit speaker, if we're going to put it on at all or not. Here is the wiring harness, which I said is the 995700. And for this truck, it's pretty simple.
You just pop in these.
We just need the B things. So we got to cut off
the outside ones.
the A ones.
A, B, C, D,
Use
E,
some
F,
tin
G.
snips. Gentle.
Dang, that is some thick plastic.
And you can cut them off all the way back here if you want.
Nice.
Okay, be careful, don't cut off the wrong one. Different cars are gonna be different, so doing something else. Oh, is this a trailer? Sounds like it, right? Good lord, that's a car. Was that car?
Yeah.
Good lord. It's falling apart. It's a wheel bearing or something.
Wheelbarrow. Sounds like a wheelbarrow.
Wheelbarrow.
There you go. Perfect.
There you go. And if you want, you can leave these side ones in, but they're just going to affect that, so I'm going to cut them out. They're going to hit
Yeah,
go in this. Let's see. I'm going to have to cut that. I think it'll get in the way.
What are these itty bitty screws for? Look at that.
Maybe not. And then, like, we're going to have to take the tin snips here
And cut out that.
and cut out this to where we figure out the thing after we put it on.
Take that.
Okay? So, like that.
It's like a perfect fit, though. Look at that.
Yep.
Ooh,
Oh,
wait.
I got to cut these off.
Oh.
They're in the way. So I figured I was going to leave them as a support, but they're in the way.
Okay.
Okay, so one of them is further back, so it's the bottom ones. And there you go, like that.
Okay.
So it goes upside down.
Screws right
If you
here.
did it like this, look, you'd be faced out. So there's like this. These are screws from this package.
So it's like 6.
I was going to use the ones off the metal, I think.
I mean, these are brand new, though.
Those are in my pocket from yesterday, aren't they? All right, we're going to pause this. We'll be back. So we used the wires, the
New one.
the new bolts, screws that came with it, but you can use your old ones from your metal that you pulled out if you want.
It's whatever you want.
Yeah, as long as they fit the clamp, we're good.
Look at that.
Okay.
Is that one not going in?
There we go. Let's see what we got. There it goes.
There we go. Okay.
Okay. Okay. Nice.
That's
sturdy
not
connection.
moving.
And then, like I said, we're gonna take this guy
Cut off the edges right here.
and then figure out by putting it down like this, look,
How it's gonna work.
and then figure out exactly where. So what's
Cutting it here to here should be good.
sucks. We're gonna have a little extra gap. See this?
Yeah.
Maybe. Let's see.
Put some electrical tape. Nobody will ever know.
There
Blend
we go.
in.
Okay,
Oh,
there we
perfect.
go.
That's a perfect fit.
It's almost perfect. See this here though?
Yeah.
It's gonna be a little low. So that, but you'll be under your radio, so you won't see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
We're gonna get the other radio and bring it out here.
Okay.
You want to set this up there just to get an idea how far it goes over.
So when we do
And it goes
cut-
pretty much almost
So
all the way
we'll just
over.
cut all the way.
Almost all the
basically.
way. Okay. And then we're gonna have a little gap under it.
But that won't be
able to see it
visible because of the radio. Yeah. She
so-
pretty.
I'm gonna take this here and just set it out of the way up here. I don't need this one anymore. We're gonna pull this out and we're gonna use tin snips like I did. Slowly cut along this. Measure everything each a little bit at a time.
Be careful because it is
Sure
thin
it's
plastic, so you don't like crack
It's
it.
old. It's old. That's the
I'm
problem.
saying it's old and it's thin plastic.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut like this. Is this right-handed or left-handed?
Probably lefty.
I got a few that are straights. Okay, so you can use something else, but tin snips work real good. Oh, it's cracking it. We're gonna have to be careful. We're gonna have to grab something else. I almost cracked
That's what
it.
I was saying.
So we're gonna take a razor knife is what we're gonna do.
Oh yeah, that'd be.
And we're
easier.
gonna cut it repeatedly until we scroll through, okay? So we'll be back in a minute. So we're just gonna
Get a razor
slowly go
knife.
through with a razor knife a whole bunch, cut the shape, and then slowly go through it with like a different scissors or something.
Or maybe with the razor knife.
I mean, I'll take maybe cut through with just the razor knife.
Oh, is it thick? Is it thick?
Pretty thick, yeah.
Ah.
See that? Okay, so we're gonna keep working at this, scouring it, getting it loose.
We'll
So
be
when we
back.
cut and it snaps, it'll go snap right there. Okay, back in a few. To trim it, of course, you're gonna have this little bit here because there's nothing you can do.
But the speaker radio should
Yep.
cover that
Use a
mostly.
razor wire a little bit. We drilled holes to make it so we could get through it easier. The tin snips, we're just snapping it, so don't do that. Let's get all these wires through. That's everything, right?
Yeah, and then you just plug in the speaker.
And then what you gotta do is get this mounted like that, but it also needs to mount into the mount that's behind it as this goes in. So
it unslips right here.
Mount right behind it. It's almost in. It's in. Right there.
You just have to get it right. Oh, it bent. It's bending.
What's bending?
The metal.
Yeah. What's it bending from?
The bottom.
Just the shape. Too much power. Mm-hmm. We're good. Are we videoing?
Yeah.
Oh, open it up.
That's fine.
Okay. So you get in. Get it just right. And it'll also clip into that plastic mount. It's right there.
Okay, put it right.
Yeah, so this here, actually, you know what? I just realized we got to put the mic on.
Where's the mic?
The mic here is in a bag, or do you leave it in the kitchen?
I might have left it.
Microphone is a good spot for it. We can just run the wire right there. It's kind of hidden out of the way.
The wire's like 30 feet long, so
yeah, it's like 30, so you have to keep it wrapped up. And that's the microphone for when you make phone calls with your phone through Bluetooth. If not, you will not be able to hear. That's still so much wire. Look at the length of that. I'm gonna wrap it one more time here. That's just way too much wire.
You unraveling it?
Just the thing for a minute.
Okay.
Everything good?
Yeah.
Good. Then what you're going to do, these are your RCA pre-outs if you're going to have an amp. We do not have an amp at this time.
It's a lot of wires.
You're going to bring your antenna.
Plug it in.
Plug it in right there for your radio.
Perfect. She ain't good?
Goes in all the way. And then now we have to work through
Every
which one of these
wire.
are for these. There's actually a book. I'm going to go get the book.
The book is right here.
Okay, the book.
I stepped on it on
that's
accident.
not the book.
Yes, it is.
The book's, that's for the thing.
Oh, is
No,
it?
it's not.
Oh, it's for the kid.
Okay.
It's for the kid. That's
yeah,
me.
I know how your kids are.
I'll go get it from the inside.
And it'll tell us each. But this is the illumination, constant power, and not, I believe. We're going to get the book, and it'll tell me all my wiring so we get everything just right so we don't make
any mistakes.
A mistake and have stuff not working. All right? I'm going to take the actual harness off because it's easier to wire without the radio. Okay? I got these. These are disconnecting so we can undisconnect them and get the radio out of the way so it's not just hanging here.
We were just doing that to see how it fit.
Okay?
Oh, okay.
So, the yellow wire is the constant power for your memory. So make sure you're wired which one it is. Ours is one.
Put some electric tape, something, marker.
And remind yourself, though. Video, whatever. This is our constant. That's our ignition. So, we are going to... That's a lot of wire. So, we're going to cut this...
Down, yeah, right there.
There?
Yeah.
We want slack, though.
No, not that.
That's a lot of slag, ain't it?
Cut where you were saying right there.
Here?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
And then
here.
fray it.
Okay.
Whatever.
We're gonna strip the yellow, strip that together, wire nut it, and
wire nut here, Mom.
electrical tape. Colin, what's that? We're recording. If you can, butt connect them and heat shrink them. It's better. But we're doing this for now. We're gonna be coming back in here, so I don't want things permanently-ish. We're not sure still.
We'll be getting amps in the future, probably.
Amp or also how we're going to wire in this.
Oh, the top speaker,
dash,
yeah.
And that we're going to replace that speaker too with a better one.
Just twist those up.
We're going to buy another Kenwood instead of this old junky. It may not sound good. It may not have the ohms. So we're going to run that on the right channel. But if it ends up not having the ohms because it's old.
What's ohms?
Ohms.
O-H-E-M-S.
It's the impediments.
Oh.
If they can't run the same ohm, it'll sound bad. So we'll figure that out after we hook it up, if it can run the same ohms. It may not. It might be a really old speaker. It doesn't look that bad. But it could
We'll finally be able to show them the audio of the door speakers, too.
We'll get this in.
Because we can play.
We'll play
non-copyrighted.
Non-copyright.
Your bummy music.
My bummy music, but we can play it. So, all right. So after you get that done, this red
is the other one.
As you see from the manual, make sure you read your manual because every radio could be different. Okay, red means ignition, 12 volt, which is this guy, which means this wire only turns on when you turn on the power.
This is the exact reason why we put tape.
Yeah, we put it up too high though.
I mean, you have to cut lower anyway.
No, I don't. Oh, less wire?
Yeah.
We don't want that much, do we?
No, not at all. Yeah, like that. That, perfect.
Okay.
Yep. Okay. I'm smart sometimes.
Still long.
See, I'm smart sometimes.
Sure.
Rarely.
Sure. Okay. So, as you can see, we want Colin to do this, but he's just not ready for this kind of stuff yet. He gets all there and then all messed up. But hopefully, while he's videoing, he is watching and learning so he can do this stuff on his own. It looks like that is a smaller than 16. It did not come apart.
There you go.
Okay, same thing. Try to make them close to the same size. Belt connector, using gray again, all of these, except the 3 we might wire together might get a blue.
Red, white, blue.
Make sure you tighten it up where they're inside there to give it extra protection. And I keep dropping the electrical tape.
We don't got much left.
Okay.
We got more in your garage.
Oh, we got more rolls inside.
We do,
I
somewhere.
meant to buy some the other day and we didn't. So, here we go. That is your power connectors. Okay, and then you got to go through your speakers. So what we're going to do is, this one
Is the left speaker.
hold on, is the left front. So that's what we're going to do first, okay? Left front is front speaker left, which are white and white black, okay?
White and black, right here.
Okay. So the white black is going to be your negative, and the white's going to be your positive, okay? I'm sure that's the one from over there. Yep, it definitely is.
Do we have a wire for mute?
No, mute is for an amp,
Oh,
okay? If you have an amp,
so we
you want
don't
to
need
mute your amp so it doesn't always play. Like, just anytime, if you don't always want it on. Like if you have subs, or if like you're rolling out 3 and like, and then you're like, whoop, whoop, oh, mute. Officer, sorry. This is all I got. Are you sure, sir? Nope.
The only speakers I got in my car.
This is full power right now. So you must have been somebody else driving by. Just saying.
Don't tell them we said that.
That's what it's for. Mute. Kenwoods also have a button you can do where they have their own. Like a mute. I don't think they have that anymore. They used to have a sound like mute button just to mute your radio. It doesn't look like they do that anymore. But maybe it's there and I just can't see it.
How will I pop this off? Pop that right there.
What?
What I pop?
Stop. Okay.
No.
So we're going to take this guy here. Like I said, this is the power.
Wait, which wires are power, black or red?
Black.
Okay.
Oh, do I have it that way? I forgot what I wired them.
I mean, that was like a while.
I definitely wired the red power. Red's got to be power. I don't know why I said black. Red's power. Yeah, put them in a few.
I don't know what kind of wire is doesn't.
It's definitely red.
What kind of person doesn't put red as the power?
I might have been stupid. I don't know. I put red because your power. We'll find out if we.
If not,
we'll check it later. We'll open up the door and we need new plastic clips for the doors anyway. We broke a bunch of them, and then we'll know. And if so, we can just switch the wire in the door there. And
what gauge wire is this again? 16.
This stuff looks like 18 that came with the harness.
Mm-hmm.
They look smaller than 16. See that?
Yeah.
It's not cutting it right.
Yeah. So it's probably like
these are 16 though. Okay,
what color do you want?
Gray.
Gray.
Got plenty of them.
Do they go on size, like the color by size?
Yeah. So watch this. When you flip it up, gray means 2 times 22.
What is that?
Max 216 gauge.
Okay? Oh.
So
you can add
216 gauge is the max you can do.
Yeah, and the least you can do is 222 gauge.
We're gonna go blue because you can do 316 gauges is what we're gonna do on the speaker wire that's going to the other speaker. Like I said, because 2 is gonna be too small, and I gotta see if I have more blues. There's only one right here. I think I do inside.
Okay.
I think I do. And that way it's wide enough. If not, they won't fit inside the screw in.
Okay.
Okay.
Good enough.
But all of them have their own amount slip.
Yeah.
So like 2 10 gauge max for these guys. Okay.
And 2 14 gauge.
4 14 gauges.
Yeah. Dang,
Okay?
that is a...
Yeah, 214s is the minimum. So if you do anything under 214s, it'll slip out.
Yeah.
This can fit 414s in there.
That can fit 416.
I can hit 416s, 118.
What is 1X? Oh, then the 1X or 1X.
18 and a 20. 18 to 20.
Yeah.
So nice when we go down. Step down. Okay. So we're just going to keep wiring through this. Like I said, following the thing. And then we'll show you all up. We'll be back here in a little bit. We're just rambling on. This takes a few minutes. It'd be faster if I was like someone does all the time and had those real good strippers that you
just slip
and
on.
they pull it. Yeah, they just pinch and slip. But we don't.
We are not electricians.
You can do this, is what I used to do all the time. I'm not. Split this into a Y, a V, and a V, and then twist each side together, and then flip them together. And I'm using this, so we're going to be good. All right. Okay, the left speakers in the back are green and green-black for this on the Kenwood.
Left speaker in the back, you said?
Left speaker back are green and green-black for Kenwood. Okay. So we're going to take these here. Again, black line is the negative, and regular green is the positive. So wire these up like this, twist them together a little. Get the wire nut.
What do you want, Gray?
There again for this guy here. And if you want, you can electrical tape these kind of together so they don't make a mess in there. Like so they're next to each other, but it doesn't matter. You should be good. Just make sure you get it all good. Okay, be back in a few. Running, of course, with the red again for the ground, which you should have a black, but I don't. So we're using a red, and we're going to this bolt right here, which goes right to the firewall. I could go there, but it's always better to run your ground cable as short as you can, so I'd rather go right here and be done. If you have an eyelet that you can wire onto the end of your wire, would be a better situation. We do not, so loosen that up a little, push that up, and so you can see what happens when you have stuff. It just strips off the wire sometimes. Okay, so run that around, flip your tool. Now, y'all may not have to do any of this. I have to, because you could have your harness could all be in there and you're good to go. But when you buy these old cars, the older guys that own them never will spend like $5 or whatever it is for the proper harness, and they cut everything. It's just what they do. Like, I ain't spending a whole $8 of my $12 million. I'm gonna wire and this, and then they're like, why doesn't anything work in this thing? Junker. I'm done with it. I'm too old to work on it. I'm getting rid of it.
Sold on Facebook Marketplace.
On the marketplace, destroyed. So
Do you want to
there
cut
you
a little
go.
more
This is
wire?
our ground.
Do you want to cut a little more off?
Yeah, I'm probably gonna cut it down because the ground's pretty long. Where's the harness? Right here.
It should be.
As you can see, look, the ground is already pretty long. This is about the length you want, 18 inches for a ground. But I got no bolts that I could find that I could get to that were close. But we're still not, look, this could almost reach there.
The back right speakers are the purples,
So
right?
what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this guy shorter. And I'm going to cut this guy a lot shorter.
Trying to get in.
So that I don't have this super long ground here. We're going to do this. We're going to pause in an 8-column to hold this here for me so it doesn't fall back through the dash. Tighten up on that ground good.
The back right speakers are purple.
Yeah. We didn't even do them yet, that's why.
Oh, yeah, but I just made sure.
So we're going to do that next. So we got our ground. We got our constant. We got our intermittent radio, like turns on with the ignition. Okay? As you see, they're a little longer than I want, but they're in there. Everything's wired.
Shove it
good.
back, it'll be fine.
Shove it back, everything's gonna be fine. Look at this, we got a lot of wire in there. But these wires, the good thing is these can be pulled through. They go to the back. The ones that are to the back, and I'm gonna pull them through and allow him.
What does that blue one say?
What?
What does this blue one say?
Blue? Okay,
P
so we'll
point?
show them. This is mute, this is for the amp. This is the control for your amp. You put your amp on, you will run it, and it will help the amp go up and down in volume when your radio does, okay? And then this is a steering wheel input remote if you have controls and you have a special thing and you got to get the thing in.
So we don't need to use either of those three.
This won't be used. This won't be used
for now.
These will be used with an amp. This will never be used. You don't have steering wheel controls.
Oh, no.
Unless they make something that we could add on there maybe. But
There'd be no point.
all right. So it's a little messier than I'd like. I wish it was a little cleaner.
It's all right.
I'm making a mess in here.
Making it work.
Making a mess. But it's better than it looked. I mean, it's better than what they had.
The wires were just kind of all float around.
I'm trying to make it where each wire is wired to where it goes. Not in the way, so it's going to go like that. It goes like that. See, not what we can do anyway. It's on the right side. And
it has to go to the left.
It has to go all the way to the left anyway. So you just can't do much. But
just the way the radio set up.
yes.
Not your fault.
All right. Turn it off. We're going to attempt to do, like I said, we're going to do, okay, this guy. This is the right speaker. This is the power for the center speaker. And we're going to wire it to in sequence here.
We might even just unplug the top if it sounds bad.
If it sounds bad, we don't know how bad that speaker will sound. That's why we're going to leave this out and try it out until we get a new one in there. A new Kenwood. It may not be able to do it. Okay, so we're going to run those three like that.
Is that all the wires
connected? This one, because we got that set up like that. Okay, we're going to run the green, which is the negative, to this negative.
What's this exposed? What's this wire right here?
Right here, the gray negative. All right, hand me an orange wire.
An orange. Where'd it go? Oh, right here.
Yeah, let's see what the gray says. The gray might work.
I think it said max.
Max
14.
2 16s.
That could fit.
And 2 of these are 18.
Let's see.
It's possible this will work, but I don't know.
She fit?
We got no more blue. Yeah. That's a problem.
We use a lot of blue.
Looks like the gray's gonna fit because those were 18s. That's the only reason.
We use a lot of Smurf.
Okay. So we have every part of the radio.
Now we just gotta plug it in.
Now wired in. So we're gonna plug it up. That's everything.
Do we got
Ground's
lights?
on.
Plug in the speaker?
We won't have anything. We don't have the battery.
Oh, yeah.
Power on.
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to plug every part of this and try it out while we're out here to see how the speaker sounds. Because it may sound doo-dooey. Alright? Don't want to deal with that.
It's going to be just kind of force it all in.
I'm just going to set it. Just set it in there lightly.
Wait.
This is unfortunately what happens when you get it ready. We're not going to put it all the way in because of like that reasoning.
In case.
Okay? And we're going to pop the hood in a minute here and we're going to plug the battery back in and see how everything goes. Okay.
Purple, pink.
We got power. Press demo, volume knob. And then we got to go through all these menus and figure out stuff. Cancel demo by press volume knob, okay? Yes. Get demos off. Stand by. Turn this all the way down. It's on blue. You like that, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to keep it on blue. You can change colors on this. I'll look it up
and
and show
book,
you guys.
The book is wherever it
is.
is. Probably behind
Here,
you.
under my feet. Okay. I'll look through that. What we're going to do is set up some station stuff, give a look at it. You guys can't hear that. And then we're going to do it with our song that you guys can listen to. Okay? So we'll be back. We'll do that up in a minute. Here we go. And before we slide in, we're going to do this so we can tell if we want to keep
it's on color changing mode right now.
Yep, it's on color changing. Yep, so we'll get by in a minute. All right? There. And you want to hit function.
It's hard to, it's not focusing.
That's your volume button. You go to display, watch this. Color select. Now you can do 2 different zones. We couldn't figure it out that way though. And there's variable scan where it just changes colors.
Which is really cool. Yeah.
Which is cool. Art.
Custom
red,
RGB.
green, blue. I think you pick the colors when it says custom. And I don't know how you do that, but it's changing, you see?
Yeah.
There's red 1. Can you see it in the camera pretty good?
Yeah.
There's a red 2.
Basically
kind of pinkish, yep. Red 3's kind of turning purple. Then we go to purple.
Look how bright it is on the phone.
Purple 2 is like a pink purple. Purple 3 is purple purple. Purple 4's purple blue. Can you tell the difference in the camera?
Not really. It's kind of just like
Blue.
Blue.
Does that look different?
Yeah, it looks blue.
Blue. A lighter version of that blue.
There's no difference in the camera.
No?
No.
There's in our eyes. Okay. There's a blue 3, which starts getting teal.
You can kind of tell it moved.
Greenish teal. Sky blue gets even more, which should be like sky. Should be. I guess it could be sky blue, but to me it doesn't look it.
There's no difference in any of the blues.
Sky blue 2 again, which is like green blue.
Light
blue is like white blue. Aqua's greenish, like aquamarine. See?
Yeah, there's only like 2
Aqua 2 gets green, so I'm guessing green's next.
Yes.
There we go. We got a green.
Oh, that's green.
Too. There's like a neon green.
That's cool.
Yellow green is kind of gross, like throw up. Like vomit green, pea green.
That's yellow.
It's yellow green, pea green more.
Yellow.
Then yellow. Which looks okay if you like yellow. I don't like it though.
Yeah, it was a weird color.
Orange looks alright. The orange looks pretty cool.
Orange would be nice in Halloween.
Oh, was that spider?
Okay.
Sorry, buddy.
Kill him.
Should I kill him or throw him out?
Kill him. If you want to throw him out.
Let's throw him out.
Look at little bro.
Dude, where'd you come from?
Probably in like the roof. I don't know. Probably under the seat, honestly.
Anywhere. It's an old truck. He's been hanging out here. Oh, dude.
Did he go back in?
No, he's on the door.
Get him out.
Come on, dude. You gotta get out.
He's out?
Yep, he's on the ground.
Okay.
Sorry, dude. Okay.
Get your headlight out.
Interrupted.
Okay. Orange 2 is orange, obviously. Orange red.
That's kind of cool.
That's cool, yeah.
Like a mango.
Yeah.
Initial color.
Variable scan again. And then,
so that's all you get. Okay.
And then the zones, you can make it like...
So yeah, it says you can do zones.
This is zone 1, and then the outside is zone 2.
We're going to go back. Let's see how we do this, okay?
Zone 1. Go click on
zone 1.
And then...
Are we in zone?
Yes.
Okay, so it's just this.
Yeah, and then zone 2.
And zone 2 is then the...
Good during the
holidays.
holidays.
You know what? Hold on. This will be cool. Where we go?
Yeah.
That is cool. Which one? That one?
If anything,
the second one.
The third.
Green 3?
Third.
Yeah, y'all. Can you see it?
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Should have done this earlier. No,
Who else will look cool? Red, purple?
Yeah. That is kind of cool.
That's not as cool, though. Let's go back. What color? Do you want to see red is this? And then we'll go back to zone 2 and make that green.
That's more Christmassy, yeah.
That's very Christmassy, y'all. That's pretty cool. So, but I think it'd be best just do it all.
How do you do it again? You press it in?
Different zone.
What do you click?
That's back. See the arrow back?
What do you click to start it?
Just hit the button. The volume button. Okay. And then we'll go to all zones. And that's it.
Put on blue for now.
Which blue? You
blue,
like that one?
I like blue 2 more.
Or that one?
Blue one. Actually, I don't know, whatever.
Blue one's pretty nice. Okay. All right, y'all. So we'll come back and show you some more apps as we go. We're just playing around.
We'll do audio in a minute.
Yep. We'll be back in a little bit.
Bye-bye.
So here it is. We got it. We adjusted all the stuff. I don't know how good it's going to sound with this, but we're going to give it a try. And this is my song.
You can't rap, but you can listen.
That's my channel.
This is how everything sounds.
I can't really rap, but you can listen. Alright, I already know the comments will be dissing. Niggas are like, look at this dude. He thinks he's that white nerdy kid in the kitchen. Wait, I'm not him. Weapon race fast. An epic rap battle, I wouldn't even laugh. I'm not as good as your fucking
just bass, all that, but we picked it out for the music he listens to hear it. But listen on it.
I'm rapping into my phone so you can see I'm broke as fuck. Yeah, I know my rhymes are kinda weak, so suck my booty hole. Get a spoon so you can eat it. Yeah, my ass. Oh, you wanna pass it? Don't think I can eat, see? Cause I smash you with no shit in the back.
It's pretty loud. The speaker you can feel through the back seats. The 6x9s. Right? Here,
I'll be like, how did you just after some dog poop? It ain't no poop. RJ, telling you to seize the motherfucking day. I'm out. That's all I got to say. I'm not him, it's weapon race fast. An epic rap battle, I wouldn't even last. I'm not as good as your boss either. He's got a mic and big my cocks and he's setting my file like either. What's a thing even cost?
Did you mess it up? What'd you do?
You can see it. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I know my rhymes are
Is that back?
Yeah, it went back.
Is that our back?
Yeah, my ass. Oh, you want
Just our back in. Yeah, it is. How was that not doing? Oh, you unplugged it.
I don't know what it is.
Why do you reset?
Turn the hell off. Yeah, you stepping on it. You be like it. I be like, I just have to some dog poo. He didn't know what it was. He didn't know who. RJ, telling you this motherfucking day. I'm out. That's all I got to say. Greatest rapper ever on YouTube. Nah.
Yeah.
Now you see your butt vibrating?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
The video's still on?
I know. So, that
Sounds
was
really
it for
good.
you guys. That's what we had to play for you with the stuff. It sounds pretty good. We haven't figured out, though, because just a minute ago we had all that bass set for the unmute, and all of a sudden it went away again. So, maybe it's different for radio and Bluetooth. That might be what it is.
Oh,
We're on
Bluetooth.
and
Yep.
before we're on radio, so that might be
Oh,
it.
Upchurch.
Upchurch is playing. So,
We gotta go.
Oh, that's on your phone. That's why.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're going to mess around with this some more. I hope you guys liked it. This is the Kenwood KMM BT3320. These are the KFC, I don't know.
Whatever, KFC.
2 weeks ago,
Best
look
Buy.
up my speaker for the doors. And then yesterday, look up my speakers, or 2 days ago, for the back 6x9s. So these are 6.5s. And then we got the 6x9s back here. We didn't show you today. We'll show you.
Here.
When you lean.
Take the phone.
Okay. Ready?
Oh, hold the seat.
And then here's the two 6x9s. Okay. They are Kenwoods as well.
We got all Kenwood.
Okay, so there you go. In the boxes. That's what we got set up. And yeah. I just wanted to show you. I think that's it. You got any questions? Please ask. This was a rewire from full rewire because what they had in there was bad. There's a harness to buy with these. We bought the harness. I will put a link to it in case yours aren't destroyed.
Wherever is this?
It is
It
here somewhere.
This is it.
No, it's not. It's laying here somewhere. We had it in here. It's a little bag. It's a little harness for the connectors in case you already have all that stuff and you don't have to wire each speaker individually. You'll be a lot happier. But if not, you now know how to wire it from full power. If you have no power
like from
cord,
scratch.
no ground, no ignition power, speakers, everything. There you go. We did remove the third speaker
Because it was
it could
popping.
not handle the radio when we turned it up. It was like back. So we're gonna buy a new 5x7 and run it in parallel, and it should work. Right, in parallel or in sequence?
Whatever.
I think in parallel they're together.
Same thing.
Or in sequence. I'm not sure which one it is, but whatever it is, there's one where you go this negative to that power
To that positive.
to this negative to that power in, and then like were they all together or in sequence?
That's what
I think
this.
in
That's what
sequence
this
is
guy
that.
tried to do,
And in parallel, yeah, and you can do it. It's just,
but it's just not efficient.
it didn't have, well, the other speaker radio didn't have enough power to do it. So it also, you need these to be the same ohm because this was going bap and couldn't handle the power. So that's it. Hope you liked the video. Got any questions, please ask. I'll try to answer them. I don't always get to them. I don't always know the answer by what you wrote. So hope the video helped you. If so, please like, subscribe, or help during these times. As always, I'm RJ.
See you today. Each and every day. Bye-bye.